Good morning, pregame crew. It's Friday. Friday. I hope y'all had a wonderful week. And by wonderful week, I don't define that as profitability. I define that as you followed your trading plan. You adhered to your process. You didn't deviate. If you do that, the money will follow. Hey, Jorge, Peanuts, Dana, Mustang Hunts, Dragon, Man, P-Court, Jason, Veronica, Gregory, sorry. Good morning from the West Coast, the best coast, just kidding. I'm from Louisiana. I'm kind of partial to the South. I'm going to wait and make sure y'all can hear me before I continue blabbing. As always, if you have any improvements that you think we can make, suggestions, I'm always open to getting better. Please let us know. Hey, Lazmar, Ziki. Hey, y'all. Jorge, you are very nice. I am passionate about trading. I was helping someone in the room last night and I forgot, I was talking about a Bitcoin short and I forgot to take it. And I was frustrated. I'm sitting here talking about this great Bitcoin short and I didn't take it. And I remembered several years ago, 4 years ago, Dan and Jason were helping me in the room when they could probably have been trading and making money. And so it's a pay it forward type thing. And then it just keeps it. Honestly, it's a selfish thing too. It helps me get better. And plus it's the right thing to do. And that breeds community. And that's what we're all about. Awesome. Thank you, Dragon Man. Hey, Kevin, Spider-Man, Ronald, Hasib, Davy Baby, and Don Patterson, Dallas Mavs. All right. I'm a Saints fan and an LSU Tiger. Alum from LSU. I bleed purple and gold. Thank you so much, Andre. Man, I said it right the first time and then now I forget how to say it. All right, it's almost 8:30 Eastern. Y'all ready to get started? We're having a crypto bounce right now that I'm participating in, but I will take my eye off that to get focused on y'all. I'm Chargal Luri, and this is the pregame show. And our goal with this show, or this 20-minute presentation, 20-minute plus, is to go over the Fab Four futures, commodities, crypto, movers and shakers of the day, and just get you ready and settled for the day. And let's just talk shop. As always, I like to bob and weave some technical analysis with my chart setups. And Friday's finds or Friday's nuggets. I'm struggling with a phrase, what to call it, but just some random facts that keep coming to me from the week. I've had a lot of beginners this week ask me a lot of questions. I've been taking notes of things I've been sharing with them, and maybe it'll help you. And it's always nice to reinforce for me. So we will get started with ES. If you are new to the pregame show and you're interested in my chart setup, here it is on the screen right now. If you want to take a screenshot, I use the 50 and 200 simple moving average, the 8 and 21 exponential moving average, and the yellow bars are just inside bars popping out to me. And then RSI multi-time frame, you can plot multiple RSI on that indicator in TradingView, and TTM squeeze, I'm looking for price pressure and potential incoming volatility. So now I'm going to clear it out. And as always, I'm going to stay focused on what I need to go through. And then at the end, if there's some requests that I can kind of squeeze in, great. And if you're a TCG member and you don't get your questions answered, head on over to the TCG room at 9 a.m. and put your request there. And either Jason or Lamont this morning, I don't know which one, will cover anything that you need. We have 3 live shows in TCG every day where we go over your request and we make sure all of your requests get answered. But in the pregame show, I'm focused on what's going on in the market and what are some high volume, high volatility plays in the morning. And that's my focus. And if we have time, we squeeze stuff in. Okay, now I'm going to clear this out. So let's back up. So yesterday, in futures, our high was 42.17. The high from Monday was 42.12. We broke that by $5 and we pulled back. But let me show you that on the SPY chart. With spot price, we double top by a penny. That's what happened. Let me get this to where you can see it. I don't know if any of you look at these numbers up here. This is when I give you numbers, this is what I'm looking at when I give you values, highs and lows. So yesterday, 420.72, and we hit 420.71 and we recoiled. So on spot price, we had a double top. And in futures, it was a double top by $5. When you're looking at a $4,000 instrument, $5 does not make a bull break. We needed more convincing. We had some elevated bull volume, but it wasn't enough, and then we pulled back for most of the day. As always, in order for bears to take any type of control, they have to bring this type of volume. They have to bring the volume, and they're not bringing it. So let's zoom into shorter time frame. Let me get this off. Delete. Okay, so on the 15-minute, on this bounce, odds favor a lower high relative to 42.17. And what I mean by that is, let me get some more clarity on the time frame, make it a little clearer for you. I'm really liking this path thing. So here we got a higher high, higher low. Okay, this path thing is not working for me. Lower high, lower low, higher high, and now we're looking for that higher low with ES on the hourly. And then where will we stop? Odds favor a higher low relative to 42.17.25. So that's on the hourly. That's our roadmap. Okay, this is the point in the day where we look at our top 4 Fab 4 futures. We look at the leaders and say, okay, who's the strongest? Let's look at RTY on the 15-minute. Actually, let's look at the hourly. RTY is much stronger than the other 4. YM is the second strongest, then ES, and then NASDAQ. So RTY is definitely the leader. We need NASDAQ to get up off the floor and come in swinging in order for SPY to have a bull day. Support 13662, 13646. Resistance is up at 13716 and 13726. If I ever seem like I have an overall market bullish bias, I promise I trade short every single day, but my overall view of the market is I want it to go up. In the US, we are a lot of employees are required to be vested in the market at all times. And a lot of them are also required to be invested in their companies that they work for, at least 50% and sometimes even more. So I always want the market to go up because I have a bleeding heart and I want everyone's retirement accounts to go up. So that is my unique perspective of the market. I want it to go up. However, I will day trade the crap out of it to the downside or to the upside. So I just want to make that clear. RTY, these pushes have been notable. So when we look at, I'm sorry, my mouse is slow today. It didn't get its coffee. So here and here, these moves up here, they've been pretty violent. They're squeezing the shorts here and here. If we come back down into that area, as always, we remember these areas where price just cut through like butter with a hot knife, or hot knife through butter. Yeah, that's it. So if price comes down into those ranges again, it can just melt down because we cleared out the order book. So just remember that. So on RTY, your support is 2278, 226890. Your resistance 2284. We got a double top there, and 2286. Dow, we have 15-minute lower highs, lower lows forming. Support 34560, 34545. When I see these lower lows, it makes me want to zoom out to a higher time frame. That's not clear. To see if we have a potential bull flag, and this is not clear at all. So on the 12-hour, this could be the beginning of a bull flag for YM, and it may not have time to play out today, but right now we're forming a price range within the mother bar on the 12-hour. I'm just zooming around trying to get clarity. Same thing with 4-hour. It's kind of like we're stuck up here. I don't like to see these rounded tops. Rounded tops just mean every push the bears are selling into. So I'm going to be watching this today. I don't want to see the rounded tops. I want to get the clear structure. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. I don't want to see this. This means that the bears are having some success in stopping price in its tracks. And it's evident by the 15-minute lower high, lower low structure. All right, that's our Fab 4 futures on ES. Overall, we're green. We are very close to the all-time high. Let's see how close we are to the all-time high. We're not even a percent away, not even. So we're very close to the all-time high. So just watch that. It could act as a magnet. Gold. Dan was pointing out a 4-hour falling wedge on gold in the commodities channel, and that's here. And the dollar may be topping out. So we're watching that for potential bull reaction out of gold. And there's a pop. I think we had data this morning as well. You have resistance 1896, 1897, 1898. You have support at 1884. Let's zoom out. This could be a daily bull flag on gold. This is a trend trade. If you ever hear me say trend trade, that means that price is closing above the short EMA or the quick EMA consistently. We don't have any candle closes below the 8 EMA since April 1st. So almost 2 months we have had a trend trade in gold to the bullish side. What does that mean? On pullbacks, when you have pullbacks like this, typically it will behoove you or benefit you to buy it to the bullish side until the trend changes. So that is gold. Oil on the 4-hour. I've been watching this megaphone all week and it is breaking out to the bullish side. Let's see what the bulls have in their tank. I've been watching this, looking for bull exhaustion up to the upside. We have rig count this morning at 12:30 Central, and if I ever quote Central Times to you on commodities, that's where the commodities pit is. On New York Times, Eastern Time is for the markets, but commodities is Central. So right now, I would call this a double top with oil at 67.45, 67.49. Your support 67.01 and 66.79. In a high inflation environment, XLE and oil will do well typically. So if the market is bracing itself for inflation, XLE names will be like Exxon, Conoco, Valero. They will be positioned well to go up. So just remember that. All right. Let me make sure. Oh, sorry, Jim. Oh, I'm so sorry. You're an Alabama fan. That's just unfortunate. Just kidding. All right. Looking at crypto. Crypto is bouncing right now. We are in an oversold bounce situation. Let's look at it on the hourly. On the hourly, RSI dipped below 30, and we are looking for daily higher lows relative to 31,111, then your next support 30,000. So I will forever call this the Mexico dump because this is when I was on vacation in Mexico. Got a higher low. We're looking for that high to be set, get that higher low, and then let's get over this 200 MA on the daily. Let's get over the 21 or 26 EMA on the daily. So right now, when we're looking for a daily higher low, this is one of the gifts that is chart guys that Dan has been teaching. When you're looking for and I'm going to go slower. I'm going to say this slower because this is so awesome. This is a great trading system or process or edge. When you're looking for a daily higher low, i.e. the odds favor based on the range, a higher low, look for an hourly oversold condition to position yourself for that daily higher low. It helps with risk reward, and man, does it work so well in crypto and stocks. So if you're looking for a weekly higher low, you look for a 4-hour oversold condition. That typically is a nice risk reward entry. If you don't know what the heck I'm talking about and you're a TCG member, we have videos on it. And I think there's even an infographic or a flow sheet on how to determine you're looking for a weekly higher low, look for a 4-hour oversold. Ethereum, same thing. We are looking for that daily higher low relative to 1728. We just hit hourly, and a lot of us are positioning ourselves in bullish in crypto right now, looking for that hourly oversold bounce. We're getting it. On the 15-minute, I wouldn't call this a trend change because we got that lower high, lower low, higher high. Now we need that higher low and then change that 15-minute trend with a confirmed trend change. Confirmed trend change. When you hear that in TCG, that means higher low, higher high, higher low, then confirm it, getting over that last high. That is a trend change. All right. I did not cover any of my notes yet. I like to bob and weave them. So I have mentored people in the past. I don't anymore. I don't have the time. But I had a former student reach out to me. They were struggling this week, deviating from their rules. So here's my advice on deviating from your rules. If your intention, let's use this Ethereum chart as an example. If your intention is to snag a daily high or low on ETH, that's your trading plan. That's your plan, your process. I will look for an hourly oversold as I look to position myself for a daily high or low in Ethereum. You don't enter up here. You don't enter up here. That's not hourly oversold. Hourly oversold is here. You have to follow your rules. And this particular student or mentee, whatever you want to call it, that I've worked with before, they worked in the financial, they have a master's degree in finance, worked in finance for years. Brilliant man. And he traveled a lot. I asked him, would you order $1,000 scotch and put it on your expense report? No, that's breaking the company rules. Would you steal from a client and just skim a little off the top here and there? No, that breaks the rules. Why would you break the rules in trading by entering up here and up here if your trading plan is to wait for hourly oversold? If you don't honor promises to yourself that this is my trading plan and you don't stick to it with discipline, then how could you trust anyone else? And you have to honor your trading plan, your promises, your commitment. One more example along that lines. If the Wynn Resort, Blackjack 21, I haven't played a lot in my whole life. I barely know a little bit about it, but if they had a dealer that said, I'm not going to hit on a 9 and a 2. If a 9 and 2 is facing cards, I'm not going to deal out or whatever you call that. I'm not going to hit with another card. They'd be broke by noon. Do you understand? They would be broke by noon. So in trading, you're either the casino or you're the gambler. You're one of the two. The only way to make money is be the casino. And the casino will hit on a 9 and 2 every time. They're going to give themselves another card. You have to be that consistent. When you see your trading edge present, you hit it every time. You're very consistent and you don't break the rules. Casinos can never break the rules because they will be broke by noon. Gamblers break the rules all day, every day. So adhere to promises to yourself. Okay, now I'm going to jump off my soapbox and head to the movers and shakers. I know no one here is interested in AMC. Kidding. AMC with amazing move overnight. Gosh, this $12 entry may haunt me. I have JOMO, joy of missing out. It is what it is. These are names that if you hear me say, if you don't like your money, go ahead and invest up here or short up here. It's because for me, this is flexing a discipline muscle. This is like me going to Orange Theory and trying to work on my biceps. This is a muscle that I must flex every day. JOMO, joy of missing out. I don't care if I miss the AMC short. I don't care if I miss $1 more on AMC. I miss most of this run anyway. That is a muscle that I must flex every day. Just letting things go and say, okay, I missed it. And this is not the entry up here for a long. If you are a very experienced shorter of these squeeze names, then go after it. Just so you know, yesterday we turned over 1.5 times the float. The float's about 400,000. We turned over the entire float of AMC shares that are outstanding almost twice. That's not a short squeeze. It's part of it, but that is retailers selling to retailers, selling to retailers, and more buying begets more buying. That is a very dangerous situation, and it is just a remedy for, or a recipe for disaster for newer traders. So if you hear me kind of push back on you and say, no, that's because of the risk reward does not favor an even moderate trader in this environment if you don't have an entry already. If you're long from $12.17 back on Monday, then God bless you. And you just keep moving up your stocks as long as you're a stop, as long as we have candle closes above the hourly. So if you're interested in the levels in AMC, please take a screenshot. All of these light gray areas are the support and resistances. Put those on your chart. And if you are an advanced scalper, you would say short this level, go long here, short here, go long here as an example. So if you just need, of course, it's more complicated than that, watching volume, looking at RSI, yada, yada. So if you need those levels, take a screenshot. BBY, Best Buy. Best Buy had a beat yesterday and then had some upgrades this morning. Here are the levels if you're interested in trading Best Buy. Best Buy, the problem is we had such a big move yesterday, 12282. I don't want to get caught up in an inside bar on Friday, meaning if I'm an options trader and I buy a dip back to 118 and then it just comes up to 120, that'd still be a win, but the odds favor if the volume doesn't come in. Volume will give us a clue is if it can get over the 122.82. This was a pretty severe pullback on a huge beat yesterday. So this is an interesting name. It's not King of the Mountain for me this morning in terms of setups. I'm having a hard time finding a King of the Mountain setup actually. So just know that with Best Buy, we got to look at volume. Okay. Just making sure that I'm all right. Okay, got a few more minutes. I'm going to keep going. Beyond, if you're interested in the levels, you can take a screenshot here. This thing has been running. What is that, Chris Brown, Run It? Or whatever that song has been thinking about that. This thing has ran 53% in 2 weeks. So this could be a short squeeze, absolutely. I can't enter up here long unless I get a pull back. If you're going to get a pull back to the hourly EMA in the 138 area, that would be beautiful. Otherwise, I can't enter long up here, and only experienced shorts should be entering up here. So if you need those levels, they're on the screen now. Screenshot them. Definitely getting some pre-market volume. CRM. Of the setups, this is my favorite. Why do I like this setup better? Because look, it hasn't gone 50%. Yeah, it hasn't gone 50%. And they had a beat yesterday on a pullback to 235, 234. So let's call it 236, 35, 34. On a pullback to that area, let me zoom in a little bit. I'd be interested. And remember, we have these small pullbacks and then bear break just a little bit below 234 and then zoom higher. Happens all the time. We get bear breaks, very little follow through. And here's the gift. If you are a US-based trader, you should be on a broker with no commissions as far as common. You can be wrong 2,142 times. You can be wrong. Get in, get out, get in, get out, get in, get out. And it's free. The commission is free to be wrong. Do you know what a gift that is? If you're a US trader, it's okay to be wrong. So if it dips below 234, stop out. Then it comes back up, get back in. So CRM, if you want to see those levels, again, take a screenshot. I am interested in CRM. Did I plot anything above 239.44? 245.98 would be, so I know it's squished, but I'm doing it so you can get the levels, would be the next resistant. I am most interested in CRM to the long side on a pullback this morning. NKLA, got an upgrade, I believe, this morning. This name is a little bizarre for me. Bizarro land. It is a laggard as far as some of the other bounces that we've seen. However, it has gotten going, but it's red this morning and it got an upgrade. So I won't be trading this, but if you love NKLA, here's your levels. Support $15, $14.91, $16.36, $17.37. It may be a long opportunity on a pullback. Right below 14.91, let's say to 14.80s and then pop up, that could be a long opportunity. Riot, I'm liking to the short side. The problem is the bounce for crypto is happening now. So crypto dumped overnight. So dumped is, it hasn't lost the daily low yet, and dump is a relative term and I think is terribly overused. But with Riot, now that we're getting a bounce, it may be a more confusing setup. So what I was looking for was a pop into resistance and then short it. So I would be looking Riot short. The crypto bounce is getting underway right now. So it may be a tough trade, but I'd still have it on my radar. Here are the levels, 29.60, 28.50, 27.28, 26.66, 26.03, 25.98. So I would have those on my chart if you're interested in trading Riot. Okay, Ulta. Oh, I like this one too. So I like CRM and Ulta to the long side. This one has not been running forever. Okay, so this is one of those Dick's Sporting Goods setup. So Dick's Sporting Goods had a more short interest, but isn't this very similar? where we have this EQ pattern and we're opening right above the 340.27. I don't have time to go pull up Dick's Sporting Good, but go look at it. We have this EQ. We're opening right above it in a bull break on an earnings positive reaction, and we haven't been running hard into it. So I actually like this one even better than CRM. So I would want to pull back. Here are your levels if you're interested in trading it. Did I not give any resistance levels above that? Nope, because it keeps going. So let me give you another resistance level. 351, all-time high. So with this, when we are this close to the all-time high, it will serve as a magnet. The more I talk, the more I love this. So why do I like Ulta? Here, let me slow down. I like Ulta because we have news, i.e. an earnings beat. I like that we are running with some pre-market volume. I like that we have a tightening technical setup prior to the positive news, i.e. we haven't gone 50% before this news hit. It was a tightening pattern. I like that. We have a squeeze, meaning price has been compressing for 3 weeks. Positive histogram. So I'd like on a pullback to 340 would be a gift in my eyes, and I would take a shot at it. And if it keeps pulling back, I'd stop out and wait for it to find a 2-minute higher low, higher high. Tesla's been running pretty hard. It had a spike up yesterday. I don't know what the news was. Potential 4-hour bull flag. We got through this resistance of 627, and we have no real resistance. We have a resistance at 648.48. That was a level that stopped on this day, but it's not a true pivot. And the next pivot at 690 in SPY. Man, I went slow this morning, didn't I? Okay, so SPY. We had that double top yesterday. Let me give you those levels. And I'm going to go over XLF. I saw that out the corner of my eye was a question. Okay, so those are your levels. If you want to screenshot that. Coin support. Okay, screenshot that. Now let me go to coin. I had all these other things I wanted to say to y'all. I guess I'll have to save them for Monday. Coin support. Coin support after hours is down at 237.09. So 237, let's just call it that. And then 229.36. XLF. If you're a TCG member, Dan did the whiteboard, I believe, on XLF. So we have a double top right now up at 38.10, 38.15. Hourly higher highs, higher lows. XLF flourishes in a high inflation environment. Remember that. 37.63 and 37.61 support. How low can Apple go? Apple can go as low to 0. It can absolutely go to 0. So just remember that. With this market, anything can happen. Accept it. It will definitely benefit you. What I would be looking at, if the market starts softening, I would look to short 126.28 on Apple. So on any bounce up, I would look to short it because we're just looking for hourly low or high. Yep, markets are closed Monday. Okay. All right. That's all I see, y'all. Please give me a thumbs up if you can and bring your friends next week and we will have fun. I will see y'all Tuesday. I'm going to go have a little bit of fun with crypto right now. Happy Friday. Friday is FRY in trading. Friday. It can fry you. Please be careful out there and stick to your process. Okay, TR Kobe, you always squeeze in that last question and I get snookered and I have to answer it for you because that's just how I am. Here's your levels on Clove. Screenshot it. I like Clove to the long side. I know I kind of was poking at it yesterday because Chamath keeps stepping away from it, but I like it with this short squeeze, and it's one of the laggards in this growth sector. You're welcome, Mustang, Tay, Spider-Man, BJ. I am active in the Chart Guys room, and I'm constantly posting my setups, my tips, my tricks. Let me show you. I got 3 more minutes. So let me show you how we work over in the Chart Guys. So beginners questions. So like yesterday, this is what I was posting last night. Couple of tips on price action. So this is beginner questions. And if you ask, should you sell? The answer is always yes, because something inside you probably have a position size issue. So we're constantly posting tips and tricks over in the Chart Guys community. And I hope you are all members or thinking about being members. And maybe we can give another discount code out if needed. Email us and we will see about it. All right, that's it for me.